Now for the first time ever, NFL regular season football has come to the land down under as we count down to kickoff here in Melbourne, Australia. Tonight it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Kyle Shanahan on the 49ers sideline. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side for the Rams, it's Sean McVay. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
Unfortunately, just started 9 games last season because of injury, but did have 20 touchdown passes for the second straight season. What makes him great in this offense? His ability to understand defenses, process, and make great decisions about where the ball should go.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
He's brought down at the 31. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Purdy. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sand. Now it's third down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
The first carry here for Jordan James. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Now we get to see the punter, Corliss Waitman. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Rams will go on offense here with a first and 10. The Rams offense onto the field led by the 18-year veteran who earned his first NFL MVP last season, Matthew Stafford.
And the numbers, absolutely off the charts. The ability to play big in big games, we've seen it all the time. The most underrated part of his game, his toughness. This guy continues to get better with age.
Back to throw, Stafford. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
4 yards.
You can really see him work through his progressions after the defense took away his first option. And that's easier said than done, especially when you aren't in the flow of the game yet. That's the kind of decision-making we're going to need all game long.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That's good.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Stafford. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Incomplete. Jair Brown on the coverage.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Stafford looks to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. This is taken at about the 14. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. As the visitors head back out, we take a look at the defensive coordinator for the home team. His guys looking to come up with a stop here in this tie game. Throwing here, Purdy. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Corliss Waitman now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Stafford now to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaking up on that last play. Ethan Evans on now to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's taken at around the 40. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
On the play. First down, San Francisco.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Purdy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Now the Rams offense getting the football back. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways. And
now it's Stafford. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Even the most tenured quarterbacks can still get fooled from time to time. He clearly thought he had a throwing lane, but the defense shut it down and picked it off. I'm sure he's frustrated with himself, but I'm also sure he'll shake it off.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Jake Tonjes brings it in. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Connects with Kittle underneath. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Purdy now to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Purdy sets up to throw again. And a catch right side by Evans. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
That's a 1-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy will set up to throw it here. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. In motion goes the tight end. They begin the drive with Williams. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 5.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And last time they got 3. Shot field goal, and when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Purdy looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Back to throw, Purdy. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Purdy. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Purdy from the gun. Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will make this a 9-point lead. But they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Rams ready to go on offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Going to throw right side here. Complete. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. Touchdown, Rams! Davante Adams. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed. Right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They run it with James. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, San Francisco.
Purdy. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Cameron Kinchens. And the Rams are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top. You become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. After the interception, here's Stafford. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he comes back with one complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Stafford. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he is going to have the Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Throwing is Stafford. Room to maneuver at the 35. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
At the Niners' 34-yard line.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. To the air again, Stafford. Got his man, it's Williams. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the Rams, first down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Play action. Stafford. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Yards. That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll make it second down.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
It's third down and 6.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired him. Kyron Williams. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
49ers 9.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49ers offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Throwing here, Purdy. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
First down, 49ers.
Here's Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now a give, right side. It's Black. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now Purdy. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a 49er first down.
Purdy now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Still 3rd down.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Shoves him aside. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Rams now coming out on the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. How to continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on him, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that? Down. Second down and 4. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Out of the gun, Stafford. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And it's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie. They're down here in the third quarter, trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Purdy looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw, Purdy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
James is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
A 21-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Oh, look at the juke. And able to get this out to the 25. The football going back to the Rams now. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now Stafford. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 85 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's caught here by Adams. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Stafford. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Honest Mevis for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by the Kyron Williams touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they have had problems getting the running game in gear as we look through some of their attempts from earlier. They have just not been able to match the physicality that this defense has shown. And their lack of success on the ground is a direct reflection of that. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Purdy off the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
The busy night continues for Williams. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. They run it again with Williams. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kyron Williams with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The Stafford and that Rams offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
The Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
49ers 15.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Purdy. Over the middle to Tonjes, the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
A gain of 15. First down, 49ers.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Rams.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Mike Evans with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Able to slither by. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Rams offense and running back Kyron Williams getting ready for their next possession. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if we keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Stafford. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
At the 44-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.